Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing, well, better today, I'm guessing. I mean, it's the day after. For us Chelsea supporters, obviously, if you're not a Chelsea fan, you're a Man City fan, your game's tonight. If you're a Liverpool fan, your game's tonight. If you're Man United, Arsenal, Tottenham fans, sorry, this doesn't concern you. No shots fired. I'm being real. Next season, maybe it will include Spurs because I think that they are on the brink of finishing in the top four. We'll see what happens in terms of the Europa League. Conference League, perhaps. Maybe Man United under Ten Hag will be in the Conference League. Anyway, I'm saying all these things to make me feel better because it's the day after. And I've had time to process it all, much like all of you have, after Chelsea's elimination from the Champions League last night, which we did not expect, weirdly enough. I can't believe I'm even saying that, because we went into this game not expecting to get a result, not expecting to make it through. And then we did, with 15 minutes to go, and then it all went south from there. So, yeah. It's mad where you get to the promised land and it all gets taken away from you or yourself. You know, you cost it for yourselves. Unfortunately, yesterday there were elements of the situation where it just began to decline. I'll give an example. You know, for example, being 3-0 up with 15 minutes to go, Thomas Tuchel decides at some point to take off a Timo Werner to bring on a Pulisic, for example. Later on, we ended up getting Kovacic to come off the pitch. You know, there were little things like that. At the same time, Ancelotti bringing on a Rodrigo, taking off a Kroos, being able to get that goal to keep them into the game. At the same time, Chelsea had literally consumed, I think, so much energy in trying to chase those 3 goals. Technically, we scored 4, just saying. But using all that energy to get themselves into the game and more, to put them in a position where we're going through. Real Madrid, let's have it right, did not have much of the ball compared to us, did not run as much as us, and I think that all came back to bite us later on. You know, when it's going into extra time and you've given everything, and Real Madrid are there going, we've still got a little bit left in the tank, and then they start bringing on subs like Camavinga, you know, Lucas Vazquez, 4 legs later on. Rodrigo, who ended up getting the goal. I mean, they turn to their bench and they have options. They had the Gareth Bale if they wanted to really bring someone on as well for more legs later in the second half of extra time, for example, even though that wasn't going to happen because Bale's future at Real Madrid is basically non-existent. But Chelsea don't have that luxury, you know? So there are elements where it came back to bite us. We'd done everything we could up until conceding that goal, and then we had nothing left. I mean, you look at a Reece James. Even he was starting to get leggy. You could see him getting slower and slower. Even Rudiger, who's a centre-back, was getting leggy and starting to lose pace. Everyone was dead. They gave it everything. And it was just an unfortunate circumstance. Some would say that at 3-0, you know, maybe you take a page out of Mourinho's book. Maybe you do that. Maybe you look at the situation and you go, we've given everything here. We are on the brink of collapsing. Physically, we are dead. We've got the result we want. Let's defend for 15 minutes and you guys just... When I say defend, by the way, I don't mean literally just park everyone in front of the goal and just sit there and do nothing. No, but there are ways to be able to get the game to come into your favour whilst you bolster yourselves defensively. An example would be, at that point, to bring on a Jorginho, to pack out the midfield. That way you have a Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic midfield, much like we done previously, and it worked for us. You know, you maybe bring on... whether it's a Pulisic for one of the wing-backs, whether it's Alonso or Loftus-Cheek. Technically, Loftus-Cheek, wing-back, not wing-back, right midfielder, whatever he was yesterday, because he was a hybrid. We were playing in a hybrid, by the way, yesterday. I do want to clarify that, because I'm seeing people going, well, Ruben was right wing-back, and that's it. Or we were playing in a back 4, and that's it. No, we weren't. Going forward, we were playing in a back 4. Defending, coming back, Loftus-Cheek was providing himself as the extra man on the right-hand side to try and nullify Vinicius Jr. That way, Reece James could be able to tuck in and be the second wall that Vinicius had to get past, which later on was non-existent because legs were gone. Legs were gone. You saw in extra time the amount of space that Vinicius Jr. was starting to find. Easy amounts of space. Legs were gone. Benzema was there to take the opportunity once Vinicius did find that space, and hence why they got the second goal. But you maybe bring on a Pulisic to stick him on that side, because you tell him to defend more than you're attacking now. You're going to have to bolster yourselves and try and look for the counter because Madrid are going to start coming at you. Things to just protect your lead, which we didn't do. And to an extent, I understand it from Thomas Tuchel because you don't want to change what's working for you. That is a true thing. When things are going exactly... And this is why he didn't make a sub. I believe this is why he didn't make a sub up until late. Because it was working. Everything was working. Why change something that's, why try and fix something that's not broken, is the old saying. And then it only happens when it comes to bite you on the backside that you go, oh my God, maybe I should have changed something. It's too late at that point. So I can understand, I can sympathise, but at 3-0, maybe we should have protected the lead rather than keep going the way that we were, because that was a very physically demanding and intense way of playing. The boys made themselves proud on the night, honestly. We done something quite unbelievable last night. We just didn't have the minerals to keep it. And look, this is where, and this is the point of this video, where do Chelsea go? Where do Chelsea move from here? Because we've got an FA Cup semi-final to think about. And I think that's imperative now. I think we have to win that. We have to win that FA Cup, which is going to be difficult because let's be real. Yeah, let's be real here. In terms of the teams performing at the highest level right now, there are two, Man City and Liverpool. Let's be real, okay? They are operating at a standard which is here, right? And Chelsea are a bit below. But there are games in the season where we look like we're here. Yesterday was a clear example, up until the 75th minute, where afterwards it began to decline and then we conceded. But there are moments where we hit that level. We do hit that level. And it's at that time where we can play against anyone on the planet and we will beat them. But then we dip down again. An example would be losing to Brentford in the way that we did. The first leg of Real Madrid, where we effectively lost the tie there, if you're being completely real. Man City and Liverpool, they never leave this standard. And that's come with time, that's come with stability, that's come with their managers, that's come with them building their teams, that's come with all sorts of factors that have helped them to get to where they are. We're not there, right? But we operate sometimes like we're there and then we dip back down. We need to try and find some consistency and stability to get ourselves up to that level. Because right now, you look at the Premier League. It's between Man City and Liverpool. They're fighting it out. No one else. You look at the Champions League. We're out now. You look at who's still in it. Liverpool and Man City are playing tonight. Liverpool are basically in the semi-final and they've got to play Villarreal. Chances are good for them. Manchester City, now they got to get past Atletico. I honestly believe if they get past Atletico, they'll get past Real Madrid. That's my honest opinion. Because I think in the way that they play their football, I think they're suited to play against Real Madrid right now. Manchester City, I think, have less flaws than we do. And look how we managed to play against Real Madrid in that second leg at the Bernabeu. I think Man City on their day beat Real Madrid. So if they get past Atletico, who are so defensively minded, I think they play against a team that's going to open up a little bit like a Real Madrid. I think Man City will go through. So my honest prediction is the final of the Champions League will be Man City-Liverpool. That's my honest prediction. But also on top of that, the FA Cup. We got us against Crystal Palace. The other semi-final is, yes, you guessed it, Manchester City versus Liverpool. These two teams are everywhere. And Liverpool have already won the Carabao Cup because they beat us in the final. This is what I'm saying. We're almost there to them. But they're there. And they are staying there. And they're not going anywhere right now. We need to catch up. So what do? We are not a stable club right now. Let's be real, we're not. The ownership situation, everything that's gone on, the sanctions, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. Thomas Tuchel, the factors he's had, not just in his football life, his personal life, but even in his football life, the amount of things going against him throughout month after month after month, it's been crazy for TT. So I sympathise with him. And I honestly believe that if we get the ownership situation sorted, right, and then at that point, we start looking in terms of backing Thomas Tuchel, start dropping the deadwood, sell the players we don't need, get rid of the players we don't need. It'll be new owners, clean slate. It won't be a case of, we bought him for this, so we're going to try and sell him for that. No, new owners are coming in. They're going, okay, this is what we have found. Are you good enough? Yes, so good, you're staying. Are you good enough? No, you're gone. We're selling you. How much? 20, 30, 40 million? Cool, get rid. We need to do that. We need to do that. We need to go through one window where we're not really thinking about money or profit. Well, we won't, because new owners are coming through the door. That's how kind of a bonus for us. Thomas Tuchel has an opportunity to be fully backed here. And we need to get players that are accustomed, that we need in this team, to the way that Thomas Tuchel wants us to play. Because you're looking at players last night, for example, and I'll give you a couple of examples. You're looking at a Loftus-Cheek playing in the role that he did. Thomas Tuchel has this thing where he's able to get players to do things. I don't understand it. Thomas Tuchel, top manager, top manager. You know, but what if we had a player that is actually accustomed to that role? You know, who is a right wing back or is a right midfielder that can play in that role effectively on a regular. That's just his day job. That's what he does all the day, all the time. Or you look at some other positions. You look at our left wing back scenario, for example. We've got Ben Chilwell out. We go to Marcos Alonso. Yesterday, Marcos Alonso had what looked like the game of his life, but he's not consistent enough. What if we had someone that was consistent? You know? The forward line and the mistakes that we've been having. What if we have a winger that is constantly performing at the highest level to the way that Thomas Tuchel wants? This is what Klopp has at Liverpool. This is what Pep has at City. This is what we need if we want to catch up to that level. So right now, the aim should be to try and win the FA Cup. That way we end up having won the Super Cup, the Club World Cup, the FA Cup. With all the drama around our club this season, I'll take it. I think that's a good season. Happy days. Third in the league. Cool. But next season, with stability, with a good transfer window, fingers crossed, if we're still not sanctioned by then, we operate to the highest level and we compete and we try to become Premier League champions and we go again to try and become European champions. That should be the aim. That should be the aim. And TT needs to have the team that he wants, and we move. We move. So all I'm saying is, yes, yesterday was painful. It still hurts. But you know what? We'll see what happens on Sunday against Palace. We'll see what happens going into the FA Cup final if we make it, where we're going to have to play Man City or Liverpool. We'll see if it's going to be almost again, where that is a possibility, let's be real. Or do we actually beat one of them to win the FA Cup, get some silverware to end this season, and then next season we come back with a vengeance. We come back having put the final ingredients that we need in order to get TT to what he wants in terms of the team, the squad, the backups that we have, everything, the full package. And no drama at Chelsea Football Club. Only a proper functioning football club moving forward with a manager who is fully backed. Let's see what happens next year. But I've got a feeling if all goes right next season, it's going to be a good one. Anyway, I'll see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts on what went down last night, your overall analysis, how we move forward. Let me know. But yeah, the lads done us proud last night. What I do want to say is don't get caught up on one game and that justifies all of a sudden why one player needs to be at the club completely. Like, you know, we're looking again, Alonso, game of his life, but is he really a solution in the long run? No. You know, when you look at a Timo Werner, let's be real, fantastic over the last 2 games. Can he keep that up though? There are doubts, you know. Let's see how we move forward. Going into the window, get TT what he needs and drop the deadwood and we move. But anyway, thank you all so much. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you've enjoyed this. And good luck to Man City and Liverpool tonight. Liverpool won't need it. City might a little bit. And we'll see how it all goes down. Anyway, see you tomorrow for a brand new one. Have a good one, people. Take care. And peace.